What's up, everyone? Hope y'all are doing good. So now we're gonna talk about soccer. As y'all can see, I'm a Messi fan, but I've been following him, as long as I can remember. Uh, and yeah, uh, this is probably the reason I'm making the channel, honestly, because soccer was the best thing ever, and then Messi's gonna retire one day, so might as well start now than never, before I regret not making this channel. But anyways, but yeah, let's move on. So the World Cup is going on right now, guys. So this is also another reason I started my channel like right now because it's really exciting. The World Cup, it's expanded from 32 teams to 48 teams, which I think it's a good thing. The only downside is that the level of the teams are going to be very low, but other than that, it's good. It allows smaller teams a chance to qualify and gives a lot of confederations funner and more interesting ways to qualify teams. But yeah, the World Cup's fun. I think I hope Mexico has a long run. They somehow a few months ago got a better team than what they had recently. They've been struggling, but a lot of good players have recently popped up, and the United States has always been good, but they always perform. And then Canada also has a good team, but they kind of underperform. But it makes sense for them. They just recently started being good. Kind of reminds me of the old USA team back in the day. But the World Cup's fun, but I can't wait to see who wins. And but now let's move on. I'm also going to be covering Champions League, of course. That's what gets all the attention. But I'm also going to be very focused on CONCACAF because that's like my region. Like the Conca Champions, the Copa America when it comes over here, but the Copa Oro, the what else? What else? We have the U.S. Open Cup. Hopefully, the Copa MX comes back to the MX. I watched the MX in the MLS League, and yeah, hopefully, it comes back, and hopefully, Mexico and the United States, that rivalry keeps going. The United States has been catching up, but Mexico's still strong, and Canada's right behind them. And then you have the Caribbean countries and the Central American countries. We'll do videos about all that. But yeah, I'm also be covering the other confederations. Obviously, we all pay attention to the European, but I personally pay attention to CONCACAF. And then it would probably be CONMEBOL, then the Asian Confederation, and the African Confederation would be after that. I mean, Oceania is really small. It might as well be Asia, but yeah, we'll be covering all that stuff, all their club competitions like the Champions League, their version. And yeah, it's gonna be good. And then we're also gonna be covering fun topics like um, new trophy ideas, new tournaments, what ifs. Trophies have been canceled that I think that should really come back, and then maybe things that need to go away. And then we're gonna be covering the history of soccer. Of course, like Pele, Maradona, R9, Cruyff, Di Stefano, like just there's names for days, but it's gonna be good. We could watch clips on them and stories, interesting stories about soccer, and I'm realizing now that I'm saying soccer, but and football, it's football, but soccer, it's what we call it over here. I also call it football. Soccer, it could be either one. But yeah, I'm gonna be saying soccer. So, but anyways, we can also watch like skill videos and OG content, like the OG content creators like F2 Freestyles back in the days. We can watch their old videos if you guys would like to see that. And content creators like I Show Speed cover his content, and also the Sidemen YouTuber events, charity matches, and then we can follow players' careers. But yeah, this is all over the place at this point. But yeah, this is Gonna be fun. Like I said, this was my favorite uh, growing up, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun journey, fun ride, and hopefully y'all enjoy the videos. Y'all have a good one. Thank you.